this industry is like, it's like space shuttles and shit trying to come back into the atmosphere. Like there is a window. When the Earth is coming around, there's an exact window where an object has to return into the atmosphere, and only at this time can it land safely. And I felt my window, my re-entry window into Hollywood, new career coming, because if you miss that window, then you miss an opportunity to land something like what I landed at CNN. My exit from The Daily Show, I never saw as this brave, bold statement as much as it was rooted in fear, in that I was at a program that at that point still did not have what I considered to be a definitive plan for what they were going to be doing going into an election year. I felt like at that moment that was the right time to leave and figure out what's next for myself, rather than waiting on someone else to decide. In a way, when you leave a program where you have some level of schedule, rigor, and stability, you go back to what you already knew the first 15, 17 years of your career, which is put 5, 6 pots on the stove and stir them all a little bit at a time. And hopefully one of them hits into something that becomes a bigger meal. Have I Got News for You has been running for 30 years in the UK. Like it's canon for them. And the show, as I view it and as I consume it, was a fun, nonsensical way of looking at the news through the lens of a game show. So you look at everything that happened that week. You have myself as a host, Amber Ruffin and Michael Ian Black, who will be the team leaders, who both have a guest, and I pose questions to them about the news. They huddle up with the guests, and they try and come up with an answer and gain points. And I think the show is essentially an opportunity to take a format that we don't take serious, like game shows, so that we can digest things that sometimes are a little bit serious. I have not looked at this as some sort of career-defining, this will change everything. It very well might. But for now, this is what I do every week, and every week the job is to be better than the week before. You know, I think one thing I took from Trevor Noah and just watching him in his time at The Daily Show, you make the best show you can make today. It seems that the UK version is very, very able to get in sitting politicians to come on who allow themselves to be, it's a little bit of a roast, if we're being honest. So I think there's a degree of openness that UK politicians have with the media and with comedians that I hope American politicians are able to see and understand that this is a show worth coming on, and we're gonna have a good time, and might throw a jab or two, but jab back. You got a microphone. This is an open invitation to Eric Adams and Ted Cruz. We want you on CNN. Have I Got News for You? Come swing by. Mitch McConnell, I know you ain't doing nothing. I think the fact that this show is on a major network does not absolve that major network from being critiqued by that show. If Van Jones get to crying and there's a joke, I want to talk about Van Jones crying. I think we need a place to not only be angry, but a place to just let out a little bit of steam. And I think that's what we're trying to accomplish here. And at the end of the day, the news is going to be the news. Some days it is going to be fucking terrible, and it's going to be painful, and it should be something you cry at. And what we hope is by the time we reach Saturday night as a community, we're able to laugh about some of it.